Hi, we are going to see what is market segmentation and what is market targeting today. Let's start the session today. Before getting into the subject, let's see that why you should go for segment. The reasons are markets are rarely homogeneous. That means they are very complex, and market aggregation you can go for when there is only few differences in needs, but in reality there are huge differences in needs where the markets are diverse and segmentation. You have to view the market from the customer position, design more sharply focused strategies, and it identify opportunities for new products. These are the reason why people are going for segmentation. So this is called as market aggregation strategy, where all the type of customers are there in the market. If you give one product for all the customers, they may not be satisfied. So this is what segmentation. You just put a customer with similar needs in one segment. So the customers based on characteristics or on the product attributes, you can group them and you give one product to the similar customers. Or the customers with the same needs, you can give one product, they'll be satisfied. But if you give one product for all the customers, they may not be satisfied. So what is it? Targeting a group of customers who share a similar set of needs and wants is segment marketing. We'll also see about levels of segmentation. The first one is segment marketing. That's what we have seen it, dividing the market into distinct groups. So that is a first level. Then second level is niche marketing. A niche is a more narrowly defined group seeking a distinctive mix of benefits. Marketers usually identify niches by dividing the segments into subsegments. Just keep in mind that these niches have good size, good profit, and growth opportunities in the market. So, how do you get a niche marketing? You just divide the segment into a subsegment so that you get a niche. Okay, instead of offering products for all, you just offer a niche group of customers, a narrowly defined group of customers. Instead of, for example, instead of offering a car for everybody, you can offer a car for sports lovers, sports oriented, more powered. Okay, like that you can offer a product for a niche group. Instead of offering for dresses for everybody, you can offer dresses for fat people. That is an example for niche marketing. The next level of marketing is local marketing. Here, your target marketing is leading to marketing programs tailored to the needs and wants of the local customer groups. Those favoring a localizing a company marketing see national advertising as a waste because it fails to address the local needs. Here you are trying to satisfy the needs and wants of the local customers. The next is about individual marketing. The ultimate level of segmentation leads to segments of one, customized marketing, one-to-one marketing, which means that you are trying to satisfy each and every customers. That is why it is called as segments of one or customized marketing or one-to-one marketing, because each individual has a unique set of needs and wants. So for example, this tailor shop person is measuring each person's requirements and accordingly stitches a dress for the person. There was a greeting card company, Hallmark Cards. They have a plain cards. If you want any sentences to be written in the card, you can give your own wordings. Instead of gifting somebody's wordings, you can design your own words in the cards. That is example for individual marketing. So what is the basis on which you can segment the consumer markets? The bases are geographic, demographic, psychographic, and behavioral. Let's see these bases one by one. Geographic, you can divide a market on the basis of nation, country, or state or region, city or metro size, density, climate. So you can divide a market on these geographic basis, and accordingly you can give the product to the customers. Demographic wise also you can divide a market. The factors coming under demographic are age, life cycle, then gender, income, social class, family size, and occupation. Psychographic wise, lifestyle of the people, personality of the people, and core values of the people. You can divide market into these categories. Lifestyle wise means activities, interest, and opinions through which you can measure the one person's lifestyle. Behavioral segmentation is a final one. A customer is being segmented on the basis of occasions, festivals, marriages, or benefits they are looking for from the product, or user status. It can be like non-user, ex-user, new user, potential user, or usage rate, like high, medium, low. You can divide a market, and buyer's readiness stage like unaware, aware, informed, interested, desired, and intent to buy. And even a loyalty wise also you can divide a market like hardcore loyal customers, split loyal customers, shifting loyals, and switchers. And even attitude can also be used to divide a market like positive attitude and negative attitude. And the combination of all these characteristics called as geo-clustering or multi-attribute segmentation, which combines multiple variables from the above said factors to identify a smaller, better defined target groups. So if you want a segment to be a effective one, you must try to see that it is fulfilling the following criteria like measurable, substantial, accessible, differentiable, and actionable. So a segment should be measurable, and a segment should be substantial, that means adequate, and it should be easy to be reachable, that is accessible, and it should be different from other company segment, that is differentiable, and it should be live, that is actionable. It should be live, okay, it should not be dead one. The next part of the topic is market targeting. Once you do a segmentation, then you need to target. So that is based upon evaluating and selecting the market segments requires assessing the segment's overall attractiveness in light of company's objective and resources. There are basically 5 patterns of target market selection that can be considered. So this is what an example for a pictorial example for targeting. You just focus on a particular segment. Instead of targeting all the segments available in the market, you focus only a segment 1 and segment 2 and segment 3. There can be segment 4, 5, 6, but you do not focus on those things. That is called as targeting. Okay, so you can set your own criteria, and based on that you can target which segment to be concentrated or focused in the market. As I told you, there are 5 patterns of target market selection that can be single segment or product specialization or selective specialization or market specialization, or you can also go for a full market coverage. A company with good resources, it is advisable to go for full market coverage. So you cover everything in the market. So, but keep in mind that targeting multiple segments may result in cost for you. Cost economics will be there for you. So that's it for you today. Hope you enjoyed this session. So we'll meet you in the next session. Thank you.